It is 6 o'clock here on this Wednesday, this Thanksgiving Eve. The turkey is in the fridge, hopefully defrosting.
Hopefully it's thawed out at this point.
Yes, hopefully it's completely thawed out and seasoned and ready to go. But yeah, big day coming up here tomorrow.
Huge travel day too. Cece's
Yes.
live at the airport. We're going to have a live check with her soon. But the lines, John, they were stacked this morning.
They are. It's an intimidating day if you're hitting the air. But listen, it's going to be great. I think that all the precipitation is going to clear out in New York. So if you're traveling East Coast, it should be good at least late morning. Sunny and warmer back at home here today. Actually, one nice mild day to travel. Then it's going to turn colder and windy tomorrow, staying cool through Thanksgiving. Here's what it looks like as you hit the door. It's in the 20s. 21 in Wilmer, 27 in Twin Cities. Music to the ears of the ski resorts. Finally, they've been waiting. We do have south winds, though. You can see the south winds. That's going to give us a warmer afternoon. You can already see the yellow indicates warmer weather, and it's moving east. Right now, we're technically 14 degrees colder than yesterday at this time. Temperatures make it almost to 50. I think if you're in anything west of the Twin Cities, even Glencoe, you could be at 50 today. So a very warm day today, and we'll talk about the cool down in your forecast.
Thanks, John. We are off to a great start on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Here's a look at 694. Very light traffic this morning. Probably not surprising. Maybe a lot of people took off or just working from home if they have that option. Meanwhile, 94 where it meets 494, that area, again, really light travel. I do expect, Jason, that will continue throughout the morning, but of course we'll be tracking it.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. It is expected, of course, to be one of the busiest travel days of the Thanksgiving travel season.
And we're already getting video into the newsroom that shows a packed MSP airport. Take a look. This video was taken about 2 hours ago by KARE 11 producer Jack Lee.
Wow.
And this is what Terminal 2's security line looked like. It is long. It goes all the way down to the Skyway and then turns a corner even. But let's check in with Cece Gaines, who is live at Terminal 1 to see how things are shaping up there. Good morning, Cece.
Good morning. Since I last talked to you 30 minutes ago, things have kind of cleared out. Take a look here. I remember those long lines from about 30 minutes ago. Now it's a kind of in and out. So I know we're going to go through those busy moments over the course of the day, but for now, it's a good time to come on to the airport. But come over here with me and check out this board right here of departures. Pretty much right now, everything is on time as far as departures go. And if you're going through TSA checkpoints, it should, depending on where you go here in Terminal 1, take less than 10 minutes or less than 25 minutes. So you're sitting pretty. Today is one of the busiest days to be here. The TSA says it expects to screen 2.7 million passengers nationwide today. So let's talk about how to navigate that. Of course, you know, to show up early, maybe even earlier than that, 2 hours recommended before. It'll give you time to relax, maybe eat some food, sit down with family. Also know what you can bring through TSA to keep the line moving. I'm sure many of you will be traveling with food, so just know that solid food items like stuffing or baked goods, they're allowed in your carry-on luggage, but those liquids like the wine or the gravy should be sealed and packed in checked luggage. If you want to see if a specific item is allowed, go on the TSA What Can I Bring webpage. And I'm sure a lot of you will be traveling with kids, so listen up. MSP posted this on X a few hours ago. You can let the kiddos burn off some steam at children's play areas on Concourse C here in Terminal 1 and then inside security at Terminal 2. But just make sure, too, you're being calm through the whole process. I've seen so many happy people going through Terminal 1, and they're just not stressed. They're chilling. So take that advice from them this morning. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we are going to be telling you what airlines are doing over the course of this week to try to make sure your trip is as smooth as possible. Jason, Alicia.
Love to see that it's stress-free as of now. All right, Cece, thank you so much. Also, if you're going to the airport, here are a couple more packing tips. The TSA says you want to avoid getting stopped at security. Remember to check any kind of weapon, even corkscrews with blades if you're bringing that bottle of wine. Battery-powered mobility devices also go with your checked luggage. Batteries, medicine, and baby items can be carried on. And don't try to go through security with wrapped gifts. I've done this, lost a whole bottle of syrup. TSA is going to unwrap them and make sure they meet security requirements.
Your traveling syrup. You can't forget that.
It was from Canada. It's the best stuff.
No, I get it. I totally get it. In the last 6 hours, AAA released the latest gas prices, and they're down a penny from 24 hours ago. The average for a gallon of regular is $3.12. In Hennepin County, you'll pay $3.26. In Ramsey County, gas station signs reading $3.15. Now, over in Wisconsin, Prices are also down a penny. The average for a gallon of regular is actually under $3 at $2.99. That's 13 cents cheaper than here in Minnesota and 29 cents less than the national average of $3.28.
While airports are slammed with holiday flights, American Airlines flight attendants are asking federal officials to go on strike possibly before the end of the Christmas and New Year's travel rush. American insists a walkout will not happen over the holidays. The flight attendants union says they're frustrated with the lack of progress in contract negotiations. They say some of their workers have not seen raises since 2019.
We have a huge breakthrough to report in the war between Israel and Hamas. In the last 7 hours, Israeli leaders agreed to a deal to secure the release of 50 civilian hostages held by Hamas, including Americans. In return, 150 Palestinian prisoners will be released from Israeli jails. For the first time in 6 weeks, fighting would stop. The 4-day ceasefire will allow hostage exchanges to happen and for aid, including fuel, to get into Gaza. The hostages and prisoners being released are all women and children. In a statement, President Biden thanked the leaders of Qatar and Egypt for helping get that deal done, and he says he won't stop until all the American hostages are released.
Within the last 24 hours, we learned parents in the Robbinsdale School District received an apology from district leaders after several incidents. The district saying it's sorry for not making an official statement to parents or teachers about an alleged sexual assault, weapons, fights, and other incidents that happened in their schools. But for some parents, the letter was the first time they heard about the incidents. The vice chair of the school board, who has kids in the district, says they're trying to be more transparent.
As a parent, on the flip side, I feel that angst of not being notified. As a governing body, transparency has to be key. I think it's one of our duties.
That same message was shared last year during a Robbinsdale area school board meeting about transparency issues with parents after reports of guns in schools and parents as well as police not being notified.
This morning, we're getting a look at the finalists for the new flag here in Minnesota. So here they are, everyone. The State Emblems Redesign Commission narrowed down 2,600 submissions to these final 6 designs. Originally, it was supposed to be the top 5, but the council amended that last night in a special meeting. The commission can only settle on any one design and then tweak it. Their job also includes here finalizing a new state seal, which they've narrowed down to 5. The new flag will fly on May 11th, which is Statehood Day, unless the legislature vetoes it.
Where every vote matters, case in point, the city council race in Hopkins. A council seat was decided by just 2 votes. After a recount, the city council certified the results at a meeting just about 11 hours ago. Planning and Zoning Commission member Ben Goodlin emerged as the winner. He defeated former city council member Aaron Kuzna by a margin of 886 to 884. They both say they're respectful of the recount process.
I think that I am living proof that every single vote matters and counts.
Yeah, it does really matter.
Now, Goodlin will be sworn in officially on January 2nd.
Just because winter is here doesn't mean you have to hang up your rollerblades. US Bank Stadium is bringing back its winter warm-up sessions, so runners and skaters will be able to hit the stadium's indoor concourses several times this winter. The first will happen on December 5th, and then it runs every Tuesday and Thursday through January 25th. It costs $15 per person to get in, and we have a link for tickets at KARE11.com.